Welcome to this live stream. I'm doing horizontal for the first time, and so I'm not really sure where the comments are, but that's okay because we try new things, right? Orientation is locked. Please rotate device back. Well, we're going to go ahead and see how it plays out. I usually do vertical, but I wanted to share an experience that happened to me the other day that changed my perspective. And made me change my behavior. Again, I don't know if this live is really going. It looks like we are going on, but I've got a little message on the screen saying, please rotate device back. So we'll see what happens. If you are commenting, I apologize. I don't see the comments. Again, getting outside of our comfort zones and learning here. This grocery store that I go to in my neighborhood, I'm going to share this experience with you, and I thought it was wonderful, and maybe you can relate to it. This grocery store that I go to in my neighborhood, I always park my scooter. I have a little ruckus. I park my scooter up on the sidewalk on the side. Sometimes scooters, the little Lime scooters, or what's the other one? Bird scooters. They park there. I've seen other motorcycles park there, big motorcycles, not just scooters, but big motorcycles. Sometimes a scooter parks even closer to the door. This is way away from the door, like a long ways away from the door, because I want to be out of the way of foot traffic. I don't need to park up close, but I don't want to park in a parking lot because it's the parking spot, because it seems like it's tiny and that's for cars. It's a ruckus. I've been parking there for over a year. And again, I've seen large motorcycles there. I've seen little Lime and Bird scooters there. And the other day I parked there, and as I was getting ready to go inside, I see this lady on a motorized wheelchair coming around the block, like a half a block away. And she was swearing up a storm about something that appeared to happen to her on the other street, because when she came around, she was swearing. And I started walking in, and I was walking and I almost got to the door, and I hear her say, "Move your fucking scooter." And it was, so pardon my French, she said, "Move your fucking scooter." And I thought, well, she might be talking to me. And I turned around and I said, "What?" And she was coming by the scooter then. I was already heading in. And she said, "You shouldn't be parking on the beep beep sidewalk." She was pissed. And I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I do that because it's thin and narrow and there seems to be plenty of room. I didn't know it was in your way. I won't do that again." Because she did have a point. And that's why I said she changed my perspective. And then she was almost coming up to me, and she was hot. Like, she was all hot and bothered about it. And I don't blame her. Let me give you a lay of the land. The sidewalk is not normal sized. It's in front of a building. It's like 8, maybe 10 feet wide. And so I'm taking up a good 5 feet of it. There's no question. Plenty of room for her to get around, and she got around fine. However, that's not the point. The point was, she did change my perspective and let me see the world through her eyes. And as she came by me, I said, "Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I won't park there anymore." And she goes, "Whatever." She was pissed still, clearly. And so I went in the store, got my soda, went out and moved, and got on my scooter and went home. And I won't park there again. I will find another place out in the parking lot that's appropriate for scooters, or on the other side. There's a bike rack that I always see scooters parked at as well. Like scooters, like a ruckus, like a little moped. So I want to share that with you, because as we go through life, isn't it invaluable when someone helps us see a different perspective? And it's even more invaluable, or more valuable, when the perspective they help us see helps us change our behavior in order to improve the experience for another person. It wasn't ideal for her to be yelling at me, saying, using these swear words that she was saying. However, I took it as a positive experience overall that will ultimately change my perspective. So there's my piece. I found it to be very transformative. I'm going to be changing my behavior to enhance another person's experience, right? I don't want to go through life doing what I want to do, parking where I want to park, if it impedes on another person. If it's nothing for me to change my behavior, which in this case it isn't, I can easily park a number of places that will facilitate the exact same walking. And I don't really park there to save me walking, right? I park there because like I said, I don't really feel that I belong in a parking spot. Ruckuses are tiny. Like a car could pull in there and just completely cream the thing. And also, I don't want to take up a parking spot where someone else could be parking. It's challenging, right? It's like it's a cross between a bicycle and a real big motorcycle, or a bicycle and a car, I guess. It's tiny. It's as tiny. The footprint is as tiny as a bicycle, and bicycles don't park out in the thing. So bottom line is this: you change my perspective. I can find a new place to park that is just as close, but not going to interfere with someone else's experience in life. So there's my piece. I wanted to share that with you. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. If that's kind of thing has happened to you before, how you responded, whether you think it was a positive or a negative thing. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, not only here, but also on my YouTube channel, anywhere at G Mark Phillips. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this video and like what I'm sharing here and want to be a subscriber. I'd love to have you as that. Until next time, I wish you all the best health, wealth, and success, and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.